Vivekananda Hospital and we would peer to see his statue. Lucknow has changed a lot, isn't it? I am ancient that way. And that is why I'm so very happy to see all of you. Anyways, friends, so let me start by asking you a question. So when you see this slide, or when you were told that this is going to be a session on uncertainty and crisis and resilience, what were your thoughts? क्या लगा था आपको? क्या विचार पहले बार आया था आपके मन में जब आपको मालूम पड़ा था कि ये अनसर्टेनिटी के ऊपर एक सेशन होगा जिसको हमें अटेंड करना है? Will you oblige me by using the chat box? क्या आप chat box use कर पाएंगे? Please let me have your opinions there. What was the first thought that came to your mind? And be free. Be free. Let me see. You felt insecurity. Okay. मैं ये जानना चाह रहा हूं कि जब आपका पहला रिएक्शन क्या था? Better way to handle it. Learn something different. Okay.
कहाँ है इसका खाना?
You were curious. Okay. So that's good.
मेरा काम पूरा बिगड़ गया था।
मुझे ये बताइए, did you find them relevant? Did you find this session relevant? आपको लगता है ये जो सेशन हम जिस पर बेस कर रहे हैं, जो बात हम कर रहे हैं, वो आपके लिए प्रासंगिक है? Ritu, you felt hopelessness. You felt hopelessness. Another hopeless session. Is that what you mean?
Hopelessness, sir. Hopelessness is मतलब कि uncertainty जब आती है तो फिर इंसान भी हो जाता है।
जी, ओके, that is what you felt. मैं जो समझना चाह रहा हूँ वो चीज ये कि आपका स्वयं का रिएक्शन इस सेशन के लिए क्या था? कि जब ये सूचना आई है आपके पास कि यार हमें एक सेशन अटेंड करना है, तो पहला रिएक्शन क्या था? क्या वो रिएक्शन ये था कि ओहो, नॉट अगेन, 3 बजे से लंच के बाद कौन पढ़ता है? दैट इज नॉट अ रिएक्शन, दैट इज एन एक्सेप्टेबल रिएक्शन. और वाज द रिएक्शन ओके, लेट अस फाइंड आउट ये क्या नई चीज है? Going to learn something which will help. Oh, you have been very nice. आप लोग बहुत अच्छे हैं. और लखनऊ तो वैसे भी तहजीब का शहर है. So you are being very polite, very nice. Opportunity to get tips to resilience. I don't know whether there will be tips or not, Rubina. But yes, there will definitely be some insight. Of that I can be sure. अच्छा, मुझे एक चीज और बताइए. मैं सवाल तो पूछ सकता हूँ ना आपसे? आप नाराज तो नहीं होंगे मुझसे अगर मैं आपसे सवाल पूछूं? What are the sources of uncertainty in your perspective? Uncertainty के जो स्रोत हैं, sources हमारी लाइफ में क्या हो सकते हैं? And how are we impacted by them? What are the two questions for you? What are the sources of uncertainty हमारी आपके जीवन में? Or for that matter, since we are having this session for you, in your life, what are the sources of uncertainty? Health? Did you get my question? Did you understand my question? मित्रों, आपसे मैं थोड़ा सा सहयोग चाहूंगा क्योंकि समय सीमा का अभाव है ना? मैं जल्दी फ्री करना चाहता हूं आपको. Career concerns, health, time, situations, future concerns. But वो कंसर्न है या अनसर्टेनिटी है? मैं फिक्रमंद हूं क्योंकि मैं जागरूक हूं अपने करियर को लेकर, लेकिन अनसर्टेनिटी तो एक बिल्कुल ही दूसरा पर्सपेक्टिव है. Isn't it? चलिए बात करते हैं इसके बारे में. Okay, let's carry it further. When you see this title slide, yeah, what do you think is happening? What does this slide depict? What do you think is happening in this slide? What do you think are the thoughts of this man who you see facing the road? Confusion. What makes you think so, Pragati? Why do you think he's confused? Do not know how to deal the situation. Uncertain future. कैसे लगा आपको ये इंटरप्रिटेशन कैसे आया? Which way road will take? Okay. What to do? Okay. Because of question mark. That question mark is just a mark. It doesn't tell you anything. चलिए, let's take it further. I have couple of questions for you. ये हमने डिस्कस कर लिया. What do you think the title slide represents? What do you think the man in the title slide is feeling? And what type of situations in our life make us feel the same way? This is the question which I want to ask you. Just reflect over it. ये कौन सी ऐसी situations हैं जो हमारे को ऐसा ही feel कराती हैं? I would request you to go deeper. What you mentioned, health, career concern, situations, time, these are only the grosser aspects. These are only something which you are looking at a large chunk. If you probe deeper, you will take out actual areas which actually give you some sort of discomfort. That is number one. Number two, how you react, how you respond. That is where the real crisis comes, isn't it? हम लोग क्या कहते हैं, क्या समझते हैं? हम लोग ये जानते हैं, पढ़ते हैं कि behavior is a function of the environment that we all find ourselves in, isn't it? So we modify our behavior to exist in a particular environment. Does it make sense to you? Now, if the environment is something which we are not familiar with, our behavior changes accordingly. Our response changes accordingly. And something happens inside us. That is what we are going to talk about. तो मेरा जो सवाल आपसे था, आपकी लाइफ में क्या आपने चिन्हित किया है, सोचा है कि अनसर्टेन सिचुएशंस कौन-कौन सी रहती हैं, अलावा इसके जो आपने मेंशन किया? मैं ये अज्यूम कर रहा हूं कि हमारे पास जो क्राउड है वो ज्यादातर स्टूडेंट्स की है, और मगर मैं आपको बताऊं तो इसमें से आप में से किसी ने वो महत्वपूर्ण चीज नहीं मेंशन की जिससे हम सारे के सारे प्रभावित होते हैं, पीड़ित होते हैं. All of us are affected, all of us are victims of that. And you know what that is? Uncertainties. Uncertainties in our relationships. Think it over. शायर कहता है ना, मिलने की तरह मुझसे वो पल भर नहीं मिलता, और दिल मिला जिससे उससे मुकद्दर नहीं मिलता. That is one of the biggest areas. Will it be successful? Will it not be successful? Will they agree? Will they not agree? What direction this will take? Of course, career is also there. Of course, health is also there. And in different perspectives. And all this creates so much of disturbance in our mind, in the mental makeup, that the brain gets fried out. Do I make some sense? ये बात कुछ आप तक पहुंच रही है? Please use the chat box. So many things we can't share. We can talk about health. We can talk about career. There are so many people to talk about. But those things which really matter to us, we have no one to talk to. And that is your reality, the reality of your generation. You may have 5,000 followers on Facebook. You may have 1,000 more followers on your Insta or your other social accounts. But do you have someone who you can actually talk to? Or do you have that kind of stability amidst this all? And you will find that the greater number of people or followers we have, the more isolated we are. Is that not an uncertainty? क्या वो अनिश्चितता नहीं है? And that uncertainty is way beyond any COVID situations. Are we really affected by COVID? Are we really affected? I ask you. क्या चेंज हुआ आपका? थोड़ा सा लाइफस्टाइल चेंज हुआ, थोड़ा सा क्लासेस ऑफलाइन की जगह ऑनलाइन हो गया, आपका घर से निकलना रेस्ट्रिक्ट हुआ, इसके अलावा क्या? आप 24 घंटे तो कोविड के बारे में नहीं सोचते. You think of something else bothers you. And there is that uncertainty. Do I make sense? थोड़ा बोलते रहिए, मेरी हिम्मत बनी रहेगी, वरना मैं बहुत नर्वस हो जाऊंगा. मुझे आप यकीन जानिए, मैं बहुत कोशिश कर रहा हूँ आप सुधी जनों को इम्प्रेस करने की. आप सब लोग कमाल लोग हैं. बताइए, साइकोलॉजी वालों को मैं आ रहा हूँ,
नहीं सर, आप बहुत
सारी चीजें जो
अच्छी
वो
बात
ऑलरेडी
बता रहे हैं
जानते हैं.
और बिल्कुल
और अगर
अच्छी
आप
बात बता
ऐसे
रहे हैं. लग रहा है कि कोविड से ही थोड़ी हम परेशान है. कोविड है क्या? आज कोविड है, कल दूसरी बीमारी आ जाएगी. लेकिन जो अनसर्टेनिटी है, दैट इज द कॉज ऑफ कंसर्न. यू आर वेरी राइट सर.
थैंक यू सो मच. एक सवाल आपसे जानना चाहता हूं कि ये जो अनसर्टेनिटी है, व्हाई डज इट इम्पैक्ट अस सो मच? एंड इफ आई कैन यूज योर लैंग्वेज, व्हाई डज इट freak us out? Why does it freak us out so much? This uncertainty. क्यों इतना परेशान करती है? और मैं चैट बॉक्स में आपके जवाबों का इंतजार करूंगा. Because we aren't prepared for it. Yes. Out of control. Out of control who? The situation or us? Because relationships are the assets of our life. Yes, of course. They make life enjoyable. Why not? Both. Sir, because we feel helpless and don't know what to do next. Yes. We haven't expected it, but then that is the nature of being uncertain. Pragya, isn't it? Let me ask you this question. What is the fun if you already know what you are going to be a part of? If you know what is going to happen, then what is the fun? You have birthday celebrations, don't you? Your friends celebrate your birthdays and they give you surprise parties, surprise gifts. If you had known what kind of party they will throw, then where is the fun out of it? Have you ever thought about that? And for those of you who say that we aren't prepared or it is out of control, the element of surprise that the uncertainty brings is the very hallmark, is the very thing that makes it so very enjoyable. Have you ever thought about it from that angle? Is there only negative outcome of uncertainty, or can there be a positive outcome as well? I must share with you a research. It was done at Yale University. What kind of positive outcome can the uncertainty give? You know, uncertainty helps us to learn. We learn more in situations we are not sure. Yes, thank you, Akshay. Thank you, Akshay, for sharing that experience. But that comes after. That is exactly what you're talking about experience. I'm telling in terms of learning. And there was an experiment done on a couple of monkeys, and we don't have time, otherwise I would have taken you through that experiment. Let me put it this way. Let's say, for example, the weather has changed. I don't know whether it has changed in Lucknow or not, but if you see, there is a little nip in the wind in the morning and in the late evening. There's slightly cold you feel. So let's say, for example, one day you come back from the university and you feel little cold. So what do? The next day, you pack a sweatshirt maybe, so that you will withstand that cold. Don't you do that? What is that? That is you modifying your behavior because of something new that has happened. And that has come from our uncertainty as to the weather, isn't it? It's a very minor thing. Yes, of course, Sasmita, very, very rightly said. We can explore our potential and can be more creative. So what will make us explore our potential and what makes us feel hopeless? That is my question. Did you get my question? If you look at the reactions given in the chat box, you will find that some people have said they feel out of reaction, out of control, they feel hopeless. And now you are talking about that gives an opportunity to explore our potential. So what are essentially we talking about? We are talking about our reaction to the situations. Does it make sense to you? Which tells us that it is not the uncertainty per se. It is not the uncertainty coming per se that we are exposed to that is the culprit. Rather, it is our reaction. And it is our reaction which determines whether we go out of control, whether we go towards the hopeless side, or we come towards exploring our potential and being more creative. Does it make sense to you? ये बात कुछ हजम हो रही है? नहीं? ऊपर से निकल गया? Please go through this quote which I share with you. It's your reaction to adversity, not the adversity itself, that determines how your life's story will develop. हाँ रुबीना, आप उसे परसेप्शन कह सकते हैं, मैं उसे सिर्फ रिएक्शन समझता हूं, हाउ वी रिस्पॉन्ड. बट मुझे आप एक चीज बताओ रुबीना, सस्मिता और वो सारे स्टूडेंट्स जो यहाँ पर हैं, जो जवाब जिनके मन में ये चल रहा है लेकिन आ नहीं रहा है, कि अगर ये ऐसा है, अगर हम ये सब जानते हैं, तो फिर हम सारे के सारे अनसर्टेनिटी से इतने ज्यादा प्रभावित क्यों हो जाते हैं? When we know what we have to do, then why on earth do we not handle it? That, yes, Akshay, that is the question I'm asking you. We go towards the hopeless side, but why? Are we not brave enough to face adverse situation? That is the question I would like to ask you. What do you think is the answer? Very good question, Akshay. What do you think is the answer? Why do we go towards the hopeless side? And I'm asking this to all of you. Cause of frustration, the giving up attitude, habituation or attitude. Habituation, I like that term. It's a technical term. This, okay. Habituation or attitude, frustration, anyone else? क्या सिर्फ दो ही लोग हैं? I thought there would be more. Okay, चलो. अच्छा, मुझे एक बात और बताओ. This statement, what is this statement talking about? चलो एक कहानी आपके साथ में शेयर करता हूं. And we'll come to this. We are always ready to welcome situation that suits ourselves, that keeps us in comfort zone. Why is that so? Why do we want to remain in our comfort zone, Akshay? I would leave this question to you, and I'll come down to the slide in front of you. Would you like to hear a story? Friends,
Yes.
would you like to hear a story? Yep.
Yes,
Okay. So this okay, thank you. So the story is about the professor and his students. Before I start off with this story, I would like to ask you a question. Till this time, are we going good? Do you want any change in the way I'm delivering? We have a happiness set point in our brain. Oh, I love this comment, Pragya. Thank you so much. The way we are going, it's okay, going good. Thank you so much, Akshay. That's so nice of you. I'm confident. I'll just take a sip of water then. I'll just rush up because we are running short on time. Couple of things I have to cover up. So this story is about professor and his students. You know, the professor is well loved by his students. Wise professor, very well read, very knowledgeable. People come to him from far and wide to study, to seek wisdom. He teaches batch after batch. You know, like the professors you have in your college. And his students, they do well in their lives. They achieve their professional goals, successful in their own uh, directions wherever they move in. And one fine day, the batch of them, they decide that let's go back to our professor, let's meet him because they are so affectionate. So they go to the professor. The professor is living in a cottage in his, by the woods. He stays alone. You know how professors are. So when the students, who are all grown-up people, men and women, very successful in their own lives, when he sees them, he becomes very happy, and the students are also happy. And the professor invites them over uh, for a cup of coffee. They sit around the fire and they start narrating their life's experiences. And then they start talking about how their life has been, how their life has been treating them, how has been their family. And they talk about their troubles, they talk about their challenges, they talk about their frustrations in their lives. Each one of them. The professor, who is a very knowledgeable, wise person, he keeps listening to them, each one of them, very patiently. And when everybody has spoken, he gets up from his seat and beckons, ishara karta hai, to the students to follow him. He takes them to his kitchen, and on the stove, that is the angiti or the bhatti, whatever you call it, or the gas, he puts 3 pots. And in those pots, he pours water. 3 पतीले रख देता है, उनमें पानी डाल देता है. In one pot, he puts few carrots, gajar. In one pot, he puts couple of eggs. And in one pot, the third pot, he puts few coffee beans freshly plucked from his garden. And then he just asks them to wait and observe. The students don't understand anything, but they are sure that the professor has a point because they have known him for so long. And they know that he doesn't do anything not for in a useless manner. After some time, 15, 20 minutes later, he asks them to look inside the pot, each pot, and see what they see, and tell him what they see. So in the first pot, they see carrots who have grown soft. So the professor takes out the carrots, softened carrots, and puts them in a bowl. In the second pot, they see the eggs, which are now boiled and which have become hard. The professor takes out those eggs, puts them in a bowl. When they open the third pot, to their surprise, the coffee beans are no longer there. On the contrary, there is a decoction. The aroma is wonderful. The color is heavenly. There is a rich taste to it. The professor takes that decoction out, pours it into a bowl. And then the professor says, could you see? Each of these three things were exposed to the same environment, and each of them had a different reaction. The carrots went in hard, resistant, but when they were exposed to boiling water, they turned out soft and squishy. The eggs went inside that environment very fragile. You know the egg's shell, how very fragile that is. But when they were exposed to that environment, to that boiling water, they turned hard. What was liquid inside them turned hard, unbreakable. The shell may have remained soft, but they turned very impervious, very hard from inside. But the coffee beans, they changed not only themselves, but the environment around them into something which was way better than before. You see? Did you like the story? That is all. But my question to you is, what is our learning in this story? What is our learning in this story? हमारे लिए क्या है इसमें? What do we take out? Yeah, that's a question I'm asking you. Our reactions determine our situation. We do not react but respond. Yes, I'm glad. I'm happy, Rubina, Sasmita, you got that idea. When facing adversity, we should improve ourselves. Yes, I'm happy you are coming up with these answers. Here is my thought on this, dear friends. This story is not about the beings. This story is about us. This story is about the choices. Now you can say, you can argue, and rightfully so, that it was in the nature of beings. The beans are like that. Coffee beans से तो कॉफी ही बनेगी ना. उससे अंडे की तरह से तो वो हार्ड नहीं हो सकती. To react, to be a carrot, to react, to be a egg, to react, to be a coffee bean. And that is the learning. And how do we regulate? How do we handle this tool called mind? And we handle it, we regulate it by practice. By practicing regulation of mind. And this practicing regulation of mind is nothing else except meditation. That is what meditation is all about. Nothing else. You see. So what Heartfulness talks about, or the Heartfulness Institute talks about meditation, it talks about meditation in these terms only. Regulating the mind so that we have more choice, more wider choice over our reactions, over our responses for different situations. So that the barrage that we face, the indecision that we face, you know, the biggest dilemma All of us, the dilemma to choose between what the heart says and what the mind says. Don't you have that? Don't you feel that? That is our dilemma. That is our uncertainty. That is where the uncertainty affects us the most. And how do we wish we had some tool with us? We could have changed, we could have taken the right decision, the right path. And the right path is the path which brings us peace inside. It is not necessarily about the outcomes, it is about the congruence inside. How do we detect, how do we find out that path? Only through a balanced mind. And where does a balanced mind occur? It occurs only and only through meditation. Does it make sense to you? Friends, does it make sense to you? I shall stop sharing now. May I request you to please switch on your videos if that is okay with you? I would like to see your faces. If you are comfortable.
Students, please switch on your videos.
If you are comfortable. No compulsion, it's just a request. Which brings me to this last question. If it is all so simple, if it is all about the mind, what is that which clouds our mind? What is that which grips our mind? What is that which obstructs our mind, hampers it? Tangdi maar ke gira deta hai hamare man ko. If it is all simple as that, what is that? And that is the question I want to ask all of you. Did you get my question? Emotions. Our thoughts. Okay. Fears and overthinking, negativity, failure thoughts, past experiences, yes. Past experience, low self-esteem. Low self-esteem is a resultant, it's an outcome. Habit, uncertain. Thank you, Akshay. माइंड का जो कंटामिनेशन है, माइंड का जो नेगेटिव इन्फ्लुएंस है, जिसे हम माइंड कहते हैं, something that impacts our thinking all the time, of course experience, somebody said emotions. I'll request you to go back to your own experience. Think of when your thinking has been impacted, thinking has been, tell me, don't answer me, just reflect. And you will find that it is the burden of the thoughts, the negative thoughts. And because everything starts from the thought, thinking is related to feeling. You know it better than anybody. Feelings are related to emotions. Emotions are related to the actions that we perform. Every action that we perform has an emotional template. And it is a what do you say, a whirlpool that gets created and we get sucked into it. कभी आपके मन में नहीं आता कि यार काश ऐसा हो कि मैं अपने दिमाग से इस तरीके से उठाकर अपनी चिंता यूं फेंक दूं बाहर. I wish I could just wipe out the negativity from my forehead like that. Let me assure you, there is a technique that we suggest in Heartfulness Institute, under Heartfulness practice, that has the potential of having the same effect. You see, the same effect. What effect I'm talking about? Like the burden that you bear on your head, on your mind, on your thoughts, all that negativity, all that blackness, all that cloud, lifting away just like that. It's almost like washing your face and clearing all the dirt which you accumulate after a day's work. The same effect. And we call that rejuvenation or cleaning. And we call that rejuvenation because our experience with people who have practiced it the way it is prescribed has been that this is the terms that describe it in the kind of effect it has. Would you like to experience it? Would you like to experience it? Yeah? But then for that, you will have to make a promise to me. And the promise is very simple. For the next few minutes that we carry it, that we do it with you, you will leave all your biases, all your prejudices aside. You will just accept it with an open bent of mind. You will not judge, you will not evaluate, you will just follow. Would you be willing to do that? Would you be willing to do that? Yeah? Okay. If you are okay, if you are ready. All right. So what I'll request you to do is, Sister Shalini will take them to rejuvenation and then you will take them to meditation. Is that what you will do?
Yes, Bhaiya.
Okay, perfect. So, dear friends, this is your time. So sit in a comfortable position. Close your eyes. Just follow my voice. Close your eyes and relax. You may switch off your videos if you might want to. You just need to hear my voice. Okay? You're closing your eyes and relaxing. Make a suggestion that all the complexities and impurities that you have accumulated till this time are going out of your system from the back, from the top of your head to your tailbone in the form of smoke or vapor. You won't see any smoke or vapor. You will just have to make this suggestion. All the complexities and impurities out of your system from the back in the form of smoke or vapor. Now, accelerate the process, speeden it up. Try to feel the complexities and impurities going away. Impurities are all that which you want to get rid of, which are your burden, which are your baggage you don't want to carry. If your attention drifts and you find yourself involved in other thoughts, gently bring your attention back to this process. Continue with this thought till I tell you to stop.
That's all.
अपनी आंखें खोल सकते हैं आप लोग। Any experiences you would like to share? Any thoughts? I'm glad you said that, Pragati. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Pragyaji. Thank you, Sashmita. Thank you so much for your comments, dear friends. I'd like to share a thought with you, but I would very much appreciate if you turn on your videos. I want to see your faces while I'm sharing this thought with you. All those of you who are here, think of your mind as an ocean. Have you ever visited a seashore? Have you ever visited a beach? Have you ever looked at the sea? See how boundless it is, limitless it is, and deep as well. It stretches to the limits of our imagination. That is what our mind is. Suppose you want to navigate this ocean. What do you need? You need a ship, of course. But the ship will remain at the surface. If you want to go deeper, if you want deep inside the surface of the sea ecosystem altogether, you will need a different vehicle. You see? And heartfulness, just a submarine. It will take you to the depth, to the deepest depths, as much depth as you want. That's your choice. That is what you just right now is just not even the surface. Beyond that, so very much, the lovely audience. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. Thanks so very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for such an enlightening
Anything from
session.
your side? My session is done.
Thank you, sir, for an enlightening session. आज आपने एक बात हम लोग को और सिखा दी, besides the other things that we have learned, कि किस तरीके से बहुत साधारण चीजों को जोड़ते हुए साधारण एग्जाम्पल्स देते हुए एक resilience जैसा बड़ा कॉन्सेप्ट भी एक्सप्लेन किया जा सकता है. Thank you so much, sir. It was pleasure listening to you. I would also request if Dr. Vishali ma'am is there.
Same.
Dr. Vishali Saxena ma'am, if you can extend a vote of thanks to sir. I think you are mute. We are unable to hear you.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Now I am audible to all of you.
Yes, ma'am.
First of all, I congratulate my students because had such a wonderful session covering all the aspect, not only because you see this heartful sessions, they are very all encompassing. It is not only about the work or about relationships or about your social concern or emotional concern or mental concern. It is all about it. So I always consider that this session is all encompassing. It's very wholesome, and I would like to, from deep of my heart and from counseling and guidance cell, I would like to propose a formal vote of thanks to our very generous, very kind, and very esteemed guest speaker, sir. I hope that all students, they will definitely make the useful tips in their lives, and when they will go ahead with their careers, these tips is going to take them to new heights. This is just a beginning, and definitely we will continue our association with you, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for giving us this such a wonderful experience, which is going to affect not only our career life, but it is also going to affect our life in general as well. I would also like to propose my vote of thanks to Professor Madhurima Pradhanji. She is a director of this guidance cell, and she has planned this entire event. This is first event of counseling and guidance cell, and she has planned this event in such a manner which has a deeper meaning, not only for us, but it will also convey a deeper and a new meaning to the guidance and counseling. It is just not counseling and guidance at the cursory level, but also touching deeply to the lives or not of our students as well. So no, it's just not the physical aspect, not only the psychological aspect, but also the emotional as well as the spiritual aspect of our lives as well. So for this wonderful planning of this wonderful event and then executing it, I propose, and I am very thankful to Professor Madhurima Pradhanji. And no work is possible without team effort. There are so many people in front of us. They are within our sight, but there are many more people behind the scene, behind the theater, or behind our vision. So I congratulate my team for providing us the technical support, as well as other support as well. There is a group of students, there is a group of teachers, there is a group of very senior teachers. In one way or another way, they are contributing to the success of the event. From counseling and guidance cell, I also thank them. Without their cooperation, without their contribution, such a event is not possible. So everyone, thank you so much. And from now, I hand over to Professor Madhurima Pradhanji.
Thank you, Dr. Vishali, for your nice words, or अंत में मैं सभी का धन्यवाद देना चाहूंगी। सर, आज का सेशन बहुत ही इनलाइटनिंग रहा, बहुत अच्छा लगा हम सभी को। और हम एक जो फर्स्ट डे वी लर्न द बेसिक प्रैक्टिस ऑफ मेडिटेशन एंड ऑन द थर्ड डे वी हैव जस्ट मूव्ड ऑन अ सम मोर हायर स्टेप। सो सभी स्टूडेंट्स ने एंजॉय किया होगा, मुझे विश्वास है। और एक गेट खुला है, जस्ट ए glimpse of the experience, and I am confident that students will go deeper and deeper and will learn more and more about themselves and practice these sessions which were taught to you in this webinar. So if any one of you want to say anything about this webinar, you can just unmute yourself, open your video and say something. And I'm very sure the teacher finds it very enlightening if the students give feedback to him or her. So अगर आप कुछ बोलेंगे, कुछ बताएंगे तो एक बहुत ही अच्छा रहेगा। तो स्टूडेंट्स, अगर आप कुछ बोलना चाहते हैं, कहना चाहते हैं। और हाँ, मैं देख रही हूँ शायद हमारे बीच में रेडमी के नाम से अगर पीसी मिश्रा सर हैं। सर, आप हैं क्या? हम लोग को सुन रहे हैं आप? प्रोफेसर मिश्रा सर, आप हैं? रेडमी में प्रोफेसर मिश्रा सर शायद इसको ज्वाइन करते हैं, हमारे सीनियर प्रोफेसर हैं डिपार्टमेंट के। आई वुड रिक्वेस्ट हिम टू ओपन हिज माइक एंड वीडियो एंड टू से फ्यू वर्ड्स ऑफ ब्लेसिंग्स अबाउट दिस प्रोग्राम। अगर आप सुन रहे हैं सर।
मैम, आई एम ए स्टूडेंट।
ये
I am a student, ma'am.
अच्छा, you are a student. Okay. Last day, Professor Mishra joined by this name only, so I just thought that he is there. So, anyways, I just like to thank Professor Mishra for being here for 2 days. Today, I think he could not join. And Professor Pallavi Bhatnagar, of our senior teacher of the department, all the teachers of my team, Dr. Lalit Kumar Singh, Dr. Megha Singh, Dr. Achna Shukla, Dr. Manni Srivastav, and all our students, Garima, Pragya, Surbhi, and Kirti. Each one of us contributed, and that's why this event would be a success. And once again, thank you so much, you sir. And the students, if you still the option is open, if you want to say something, the platform is yours now. Ritu Gupta is saying, thank you so much, sir. Very grateful, amazing session. Ritu, you want to say something? Or anyone
Yes, ma'am, I am saying something. Say something. सर, 3 दिन का ये सेशन बहुत अच्छा रहा और कल श्याम सर ने काफी अच्छा सेशन करवाया। फिर आज आपने भी जिस तरीके से सेशन शुरू किया कि एक अनसर्टेनिटी से सर्टेनिटी की तरफ आने की तरफ, अनिश्चितता से अनिश्चितता की तरफ आने की तरफ जो एक कदम बढ़ते हैं, वो एक बहुत बड़ी चीज होती है। और मेडिटेशन के थ्रू हमें ये चीज धीरे धीरे और अच्छे से बढ़ाती है जीवन में। मैं काफी सारे टीचर्स और काफी डॉक्टर्स सभी के बीच रहती हूँ, तो देखती हूँ कैसे अपने प्रॉब्लम्स को पर डे पर 24 आवर्स कैसे मैनेज करते हैं, और उसके बावजूद एक मुस्कान भी अगर अपने चेहरे पे ले आते हैं तो वो बहुत बड़ी बात है हम सबके लिए। मैं बस यही कहना चाहती हूँ कि आपसे हम सब तो सीखते ही रहते हैं, सारे स्टूडेंट्स, मेगा मैम, मधुरमा मैम, और आप सबके भी अच्छे अच्छे दर्शन हो जाते हैं तो बहुत अच्छा लगता है देख करके। थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कोई स्टूडेंट कुछ और कहना चाहता है?
Ma'am, we have a few participants who have joined from YouTube. मैम, टुडे मैम आज काफ़ी लोगों ने ज्वाइन किया है यूट्यूब पे। तो मैम उनमें से श्वेता है, श्वेता ने बहुत ज़्यादा कॉन्ग्रेचुलेट किया है। उन्होंने कहा है थैंक्स ऑल टीचर्स एंड स्पेशली थैंक यू मधुरिमा मैम एंड आवर स्पीकर who was present today for this wonderful webinar, and it is a very informative and हमने YouTube link पे हमारे, और साथ में मैम हमारे पास में एक पार्टिसिपेंट और हैं, उनका नाम है महालक्ष्मी कृष्णन। उन्होंने भी बहुत कॉन्ग्रेचुलेट कराया है, थैंक कहा है और कहा है कि आप इस तरह की वेबिनार्स करते रहें।
Thank you, Pragya, for connecting the YouTube viewers also. So, thank you, sir, for being here once again, and we hope to see you in future also for such programs. And thank you, Shalini, for organizing the whole program of 3 days. Thank you so much. Dr. Lalit, are you there? Want to say something? Dr. Kirti, are you there? Want to say something? You can unmute yourself.
जी मैडम आप सब लोगों ने बोला और मैंने भी इसको अटेंड किया, बहुत ही रिजुविनेटिंग प्रोग्राम था और समय समय पर हम लोग को इस तरह के प्रोग्राम करना और उसमें शरीक होना बहुत ही ज्यादा जरूरी है, अपने खुद की बेहतरी के लिए, अपने छात्रों की बेहतरी के लिए। तो मैं आगे भी आपसे रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि इस तरह के प्रोग्रामों को दिशा निर्देशन देते रहिए और हम लोग काम करेंगे और जितना भी पढ़ सकते हैं इस दिशा में आगे।
Thank you, Dr. Lalit.
Thank you so much, Mr. Johri, once again for joining us and enlightening us. Definitely, it is going to touch the lives of our student as well as of us as well, because we are also learning, and how you people are integrating work with the spiritual aspect. That is very wonderful.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Megha, for moderating the whole session. Dr.
ma'am.
Vaishali, everyone who joined this program, all the participants. Wish you all the very best for your future. Namaskar, sir. Thank you so much.
Namaskar.
I think the YouTube link for the feedback link has also been shared. Dr. Kirti, have you shared the feedback link?
Ma'am, it was shared by Malvika, I think yesterday.
So why not today? You should share it today also.
Malvika is there or not, I don't know, but it was prepared by Malvika, so
I have joined little late, 5 minutes late. I just missed out that part. You belong to Rajasthan?
I think he has left.
Sorry?
The Jody left. I think.
Rajasthan?
No, I don't know. I'm not very much sure.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
He said, I just saw that he's.
No, actually, I logged in from 2 devices.
Okay.
I'm facing some internet issue with my office here. So yes, Dr. Vaishali, I am from Rajasthan.
You're from Rajasthan.
But I spent a portion of my life in Lucknow as well.
That part I heard, that when you came here, the Gomti, we used to call it that if we want to see the development of Uttar Pradesh, then you can visit Gomti Nagar. So I also belong to that era.
Madam, I was there when Mayfair Talkies used to exist. I have seen a number of movies there. And I was there when it was closed down. And that broke my heart, and I left Lucknow actually.
It must be the British Library, which...
Yes, of course. The British Library was adjacent. To be very honest, could never make it to British Library. But yes, to Mayfair, I was a regular visitor. And my favorite show would be 9 to 12.
9 to 12.
And 12 o'clock, I will move from there, walk down to Pioneer Press, have a cup of tea and bun makhan, and then board a Vikram and go down to Paper Mill Colony where I lived. Those were the days. Those were the days. That was a different Lucknow, ma'am. That was a very different Lucknow. 2 years back, I happened to do a program in Lucknow, was called for a consulting assignment. And I was very keen, but this taxi person, he took me from airport straight away to Gomti Nagar where I was staying. I thought I would pass by this Alambagh station, then I'll pass by Burlington Charaha and all that, Nishadganj and Indira Nagar. He said, sir, the Gomti Nagar is already here. Manike, which way did you bring me with? He says, there is a bypass now.
Bypass.
I said, what? Yeah, you didn't show me the entire city. So next time when I was returning back, I told the taxi person who I booked, I said, I'll pay you extra. I don't mind, but please take me through this Hanuman Setu and Begum Hazrat Mahal Chowk and through Kaisar Bagh. And I want to, and he was looking at me like as though I have lost my mind. He said, sir, you will take at least 2 hours more and there'll be traffic. I said, don't worry. And I loved being stuck in the jam between Kaisar Bagh and those Shubham Cinema and Burlington Charaha, and then made a right out there.
But then
So
you see, lots of changes had also occurred in Jaipur city. Last year, I had gone there to impart industrial training.